There is a way of seeing that is shaped by what we have constructed and agreed upon, and there is a way of seeing that is no longer governed by that layer. When that shift begins to take place, something already present becomes more visible. And that aligns with what Christ was pointing to when he spoke of the kingdom as near and within. Hi, I'm your host Jocko. Welcome to the Upper Room, a space where we come and sit for a while and gently explore the kingdom and the life and teachings of Jesus Christ. If that resonates with you, you are welcome here. In today's episode, we will be looking at the world we maintain and the truth that remains. We will explore the two worlds that sit on top of reality and two ways of being present and relating to this world and how it shapes our human existence. This is not fantasy or hidden knowledge, and this level of perception becomes available to all who choose to see. We often speak about the world as if it is fixed, as if the way things are is simply the way things must be. Economies, governments, competition, scarcity, pressure. We treat these as though they are built into reality itself, as though they sit alongside gravity and time, unquestionable, unavoidable. But if you pause for a moment and look more closely, something begins to shift. Much of what we experience as the world is not fixed in that way. It is constructed, not artificial in the sense of being false, but collectively formed, held in place by shared agreement, repeated behavior, and inherited patterns of thought. Money works because we agree that it does. Markets function because we participate in them. Social systems stabilize because we continue to act within their rules. These things are not illusions, but neither are they immutable. They are lived agreements. Over time, this constructed layer sits so close to experience that it becomes indistinguishable from reality itself. We are not only living in the world, we are living inside an interpretation of it. And once that happens, something subtle takes place. We begin to orient our lives not around what is true, but around what is assumed to be true. From those assumptions, entire systems emerge, systems of control, systems of scarcity, systems of competition, systems of self preservation. These systems are not random, they reflect the beliefs beneath them. There is a thread that runs through all of this. It begins within the individual, in what is quietly held to be true. From there, it moves into families, then into communities, and from communities into entire societies. This is how belief scales. What we hold becomes how we live. How we live becomes what is normal. What is normal becomes what is expected. And what is expected becomes what feels true. Over time, this shared thread of belief takes on authority. It defines what is possible, what is realistic, and what must be done. And in doing so, it becomes the truth the world lives by. But this truth is not neutral. It reflects the orientation beneath it. If the underlying assumptions are shaped by fear, scarcity, self preservation, and control, then the world that forms will carry those same qualities, because belief expresses itself in structure. This is why it can be said that the current way of operating serves a God that humanity has made, not in the sense of carved idols, but in orientation. Whatever is treated as ultimate begins to govern how we live. And yet, this is not the only truth available. In the life and teachings of Jesus Christ, something different is revealed, not constructed, not agreed upon, not maintained through repetition, but revealed. He did not present a better version of the system. He revealed a different way of being. He trusted where others calculated. He gave where others withheld. He saw value where others overlooked. He remained steady where others reacted. This was not idealism. It was alignment. What he revealed was a distinction. There is the world as we have constructed it, and there is the world as it actually is. The first is maintained through belief. The second remains whether recognized or not. And sometimes, when the noise settles, what we observe in life, in order, in the way things hold together, begins to quietly align with what Christ revealed, not as proof, but as consistency. This is why the shift does not begin with dismantling systems. It begins with seeing clearly, because once something is seen for what it is, it begins to lose its hold. To live as a citizen of the kingdom is not to escape the world. It is to no longer be governed by the constructed layer of it, to move within the same world, but from a different orientation. And this is where the thread begins to change. Quietly, without force, but with substance. Because when even a single person begins to live from what is revealed, something shifts. So, the question becomes, are we living from the world we have constructed, or from the reality that has been revealed? Because those are not the same. One is sustained by agreement, the other remains, whether we recognize it or not. And the difference between them changes everything. Not by force, not by argument, but by what is quietly seen and no longer unseen. Thank you for joining me in the upper room. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe if the message resonates with you. Until next time, journey well, and may God bless you.